It's quite interesting because Henry and I have had parallel lives. He's had 6 wives. Yeah. And he had a much better way of getting rid of them though than I did. God, divorces, God, crikey. It's not. I mean, I like marriage. There's nothing wrong with marriage. It's just the divorces that get to me. I never really quite understand that. I mean, for example, my second wife, I think it was, she divorced me simply because I wouldn't open the car door for her. I mean, actually, I panicked and swam to the surface. But it's, think about it. It's, no, I think marriage is a great. I'm married, happily married for 12 years. Marriage is a wonderful institution. It's where you tie the bonds of marriage in a church or wherever it may be, and then hand over your house keys. I wouldn't change it for the world. There was one situation with one of them which was quite funny, which was and it's a bit of fun really, but basically. Back in the early days of the 70s, like a lot of rock and rollers, we got a bit of trouble with the tax man. And I was told by my accountant that we had to cut back drastically on our expenditure. And I was quite a heavy drinker back. I'm teetotal, but I used to drink like I was good. I was really good. And my wife at the time, she said to me, look, she said, if you cut back on your drinking, she said, you spend at least £1,000 a month down the pub. Now this is 1971. And she said that, and you could buy, crikey, 20 pints for £1. And she said, you just buy everybody a drink. That's all you do. And I said, well, she said, cut back on that. We could save £3,000 in a month straight away. I said, all right. She said, I'll cut back on things as well. I said, okay, I'll cut back. I'll stop beer drinking. And I did for 3 months. I didn't drink any beer whatsoever. And then it was one day she asked for something out of her bag or whatever it was. And I noticed when I opened the bag, at the top of it there was a receipt, a bill, from a big perfume company, Harvey and Nicks in London, for about £800. And I said, this is really unfair. She said, why is that? I said, I've saved £3,000 by not drinking beer for a whole month, and you've just gone to spend 800 quid on makeup. And she said, that's totally different. And I said, why is that different? She said, well, I get the makeup to make myself look beautiful for you. And I said, well, that's what the beer was for.